The United Nations office in Burundi could close in the coming months if the government gets its way. Officials in the capital, Bujumbura, feel now is the time to end the UN mission there. But the UN Secretary General feels it's still needed, especially as Burundi gets ready for presidential elections next year. CCTV's Nick Harper sends this report from the United Nations headquarters in New York.
The United Nations mission in Burundi has reached a critical juncture. After 8 years, the government wants the UN office to close within the next 6 months. It feels that having a UN office in the country sends the wrong kind of message to private investors. It implies that the country is still unstable. However, the UN Secretary-General, Ban Ki-moon, feels that a UN presence is still required, especially at a time of potential political instability. Burundi is getting ready for elections in 2015, and Ban Ki-moon said there is already, quote, a climate of distrust within the country. Now, Burundi has a long history of ethnic violence dating back to before its independence in 1962, including its more recent civil war that ended in 2006. Indeed, a recent UN report found that the political scene in the country still remains largely polarised, and Ban Ki-moon has said that the UN's efforts to bring peace to the country are, quote, incomplete. So at this stage, the UN mandate, its stay in the country, is due to run out on February the 15th. So the Security Council must meet before then to decide what to do. Ban Ki-moon has said that there are 2 other options available to it. It could vote for a more narrower peace-building operation that has a more limited mandate within the country, or it could simply appoint a special envoy to the country. However, Ban Ki-moon did say that that second option should only be used as a last resort. Now, at this stage, it does seem unlikely that a UN office will remain in Burundi in its current state, especially as the government needs to have final approval on whether or not it stays, and it's unlikely to approve it staying as it currently is. So it seems to be a question of how quickly it will take for the UN office to pull out and what, if anything, it leaves in its place. Nick Harper, CCTV at the United Nations in New York.